Everyone has their individual learning needs in the classroom and in the work environment, and your role as a trainer is to identify what those needs are and come up with ways to overcome these individual needs. So in the Level 3 Award in Education and Training, we address this, but you need to determine what needs your learners have, and this may be simply obtained through your application form, your interview form, assessments, or simply just a feedback form. The goal for you is to identify potential issues and problems that will prevent learning from happening so that you can actually manage it. And we typically call this an initial assessment, but you can use any form which is relevant to you. So in a workplace setting, so we train the trainers to recognize limitations of their employees. So maybe that they are unable to write reports due to dyslexia. So maybe we need to provide them with a computer, or we can use a colleague to help to type up their reports. So some employees have childcare to deal with. So for me, I need to be at home at certain days of the week, or after my son's had an operation, then I need to work from home for some days so that we can make arrangements for staff or learners to work from home. So this is the biggest advantage of e-learning, is the fact that it's easier for most people to do so at home to cater for many of their needs. So any training course, or any teacher training course, in particular Level 3 Award in Education Training, emphasises learning styles. So this is even crucial as an employer. The purpose is to identify your learners or member of staff learning styles to help them to learn the topic, either to learn the job, to the relevant standards. So if you don't provide training to the learner's preferred style, then there's a good chance the learner isn't going to be able to perform the skill that you want them to do. So quite often tasks at work are shown and it's expected for the employee just to get it, but what if this person learns by reading procedures? Okay, so it's really important that any training meets the needs of visual learners, auditory learners, reading and writing preference, and kinesthetic learners. So the best training methods accommodate all learning styles, and they're not only just cements learning by using more styles, as you'll see in Pike's theory, but it also meets the needs of a variety of different learners. So if you go to IKEA like me, and you go for the meatballs, which I absolutely love, and you need to go through the pain of building flat pack furniture at home. So you either just read the instructions, you just do it yourself without reading the instructions, or check for YouTube videos to show how to do it. So these actually are learning styles. But just remember, learning styles change over time, and they will vary from task to task. And most individuals have a preference for one or more learning styles too, so it's not a case of one size fits all. So let's go back to your learning needs. Just because I prefer a classroom course as it engages my kinesthetic needs, it may not necessarily satisfy my financial needs or my childcare needs. So you really have to factor in all different scenarios. Now, Level 3 Award in Education and Training teaches you how to adapt to different needs.